Imagine a time long before written history, before cities, even before agriculture as we know it. Picture a small band of Neolithic humans huddled around a fire, sharing a drink, not water, but something far more potent, a brew bubbling with the promise of altered perception and social bonding. This, my friends, is where our journey into the captivating history of alcoholic beverages begins. This isn't just a story of drinks, it's a story of civilization itself. So, what exactly is alcohol? Before we delve into the fascinating history, let's briefly understand the science behind it. Essentially, alcohol, specifically ethanol, is the product of fermentation. This natural process occurs when yeasts consume sugars, converting them into ethanol and carbon dioxide. It's a beautifully simple yet incredibly powerful process, one that has shaped human societies for millennia. Think of it as nature's own alchemy, transforming simple ingredients into something quite extraordinary.
Amazing. So when did this alchemy first appear?
The evidence is scattered, but compelling. Archaeological digs across the globe have unearthed tantalizing clues. Ancient pottery shards, meticulously analyzed for residue, reveal traces of fermented beverages dating back thousands of years. In some cases, we find residue not just of alcohol, but of specific fruits and grains, giving us a glimpse into the recipes of our ancestors. Interpreting this ancient evidence is a complex puzzle, combining chemistry, anthropology, and a bit of detective work, but the picture that emerges is one of surprisingly sophisticated brewing techniques even in early societies. The sheer volume of ancient artifacts hinting at alcohol production shows it wasn't just a fringe activity, it was deeply integrated into everyday life, ritual, and social structure. And that's just the beginning. From those early, perhaps accidental, discoveries, the story unfolds with breathtaking complexity, revealing how different cultures independently developed unique alcoholic traditions, using the resources available to them. We'll be exploring the vibrant history of beer, wine, spirits, and more, examining their impact on everything from religion and trade to warfare and social structures. We'll discover how these seemingly simple drinks have played a pivotal role in shaping the world we inhabit today. But first, let's journey back to the dawn of brewing, to explore the ancient brews and their truly revolutionary impact on early civilizations. Let's start with Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. Imagine a world where beer wasn't just a drink, but the lifeblood of society, a staple food, a religious sacrament, and a social lubricant all rolled into one. In ancient Sumeria and Babylon, beer wasn't brewed in small batches. It was produced on an industrial scale, with evidence suggesting complex brewing techniques and even specialized occupations dedicated to its creation. We're talking about recipes etched onto clay tablets, thousands of years old, detailing the precise proportions of barley, water, and other ingredients, a testament to a sophisticated understanding of fermentation. These weren't your delicate craft beers, mind you. These were hearty, often thick brews, perhaps not to our modern palates, but essential to daily life. Think of it as a nutritious porridge, with a pleasantly intoxicating kick. Beer was integral to religious ceremonies, offered as libations to the gods, and served during festivals and celebrations. It was even part of workers' wages. The social fabric of Mesopotamian society was woven with threads of barley and yeast. We see depictions of beer making in artwork, showing us the process, the tools, and the importance placed upon it. It wasn't just a beverage, it was a cornerstone of their civilization.
Fascinating. So it wasn't just Mesopotamia. Other civilizations also developed their alcoholic traditions, right?
Absolutely. While Mesopotamia mastered beer, the ancient Egyptians and the Mediterranean world fell in love with wine. The cultivation of grapes in the Nile Valley and across the Aegean marked a significant shift. Imagine the meticulous care required to grow and harvest these delicate fruits under the scorching sun, the careful techniques used to ferment and age the resulting juice. Wine in ancient Egypt wasn't just a drink, it was a symbol of royalty, wealth, and even immortality. We find it depicted in tombs, along with brewing equipment, showing its prominent position in their society and their belief in a divine connection. In ancient Greece, wine played a crucial role in mythology and religious rituals, associated with Dionysus, the god of wine, theater, and fertility. The Greeks refined winemaking techniques, developing amphorae for storage and transportation, influencing wine production across the Mediterranean and beyond. It was a powerful symbol, involved in religious sacrifices, daily social life, and celebrations. The impact of wine on social interactions and religious beliefs in this region significantly shaped its culture. It wasn't just a drink, It was a part of their very identity. But with the rise of these powerful beverages came the inevitable challenges. Even in antiquity, the societal impacts of excessive alcohol consumption were apparent. Early societies grappled with the consequences of intoxication, attempting to regulate its use through laws, religious pronouncements, and social customs. Evidence suggests that attempts to control excessive drinking were present as early as the earliest written accounts, demonstrating a constant tension between the cultural value of alcohol and the negative aspects of its overuse. This shows us that the struggle to balance enjoyment with responsible consumption is as old as the beverages themselves. The story of ancient brews isn't simply a tale of intoxicating drinks, it's a reflection of the ingenuity, social structures, and beliefs of past civilizations, from the humble beginnings in Mesopotamia to the sophisticated winemaking practices of Egypt and Greece. These beverages were interwoven with the very fabric of these early societies. This lays the foundation for how the story would further evolve. But next, we'll be exploring how these alcoholic drinks spread across the globe, leading to a vast evolution of cultural traditions and drinks. What an incredible journey it's been so far, wouldn't you agree? Indeed, a fascinating journey, and from those ancient cradles of civilization, the story of alcoholic beverages continues, spreading across continents and evolving into the diverse tapestry of drinks we know today. Our next chapter focuses on the incredible journey of these potent potions as they traversed the globe, adapting and transforming along the way. Imagine the exchange of ideas and techniques, the blending of cultures, all fueled by the pursuit of that perfect drink. Let's begin with the Silk Road, that legendary network of trade routes connecting East and West. Think of it not just as a conduit for silks and spices, but also as a highway for the exchange of brewing and distilling knowledge. For centuries, merchants carried not only goods, but also recipes, techniques, and even the yeast strains themselves, leading to a remarkable cross-pollination of alcoholic traditions. Imagine a merchant from the Middle East sharing the secrets of arak with a Chinese brewer, or a Japanese sake maker exchanging techniques with a Korean soju distiller. This wasn't just trade. It was a cultural exchange that enriched the world's collection of alcoholic beverages. The impact of these trade routes is evident in the diverse range of alcoholic beverages we find across Asia, the Middle East, and even parts of Europe. We see echoes of ancient techniques in modern drinks, subtle influences that hint at the long and winding paths these recipes have traveled. The globalization of alcohol started much earlier than many might think, and it's astonishing to see how the flavors and production methods traveled across the globe. The Silk Road was more than just a trade route. It was a catalyst for culinary creativity and for the evolution of drinking traditions.
So this global exchange created a huge variety of drinks?
Absolutely. This brings us to a truly global exploration of fermented delights, from the subtly sweet rice wines of Japan and Korea, sake and soju, to the potent agave-based pulque and tequila of Mexico. The world presents a breathtaking array of alcoholic traditions. Consider the unique flavors of the South American chicha, a fermented beverage made from maize or other grains. It has been consumed for centuries with cultural significance among various Andean communities, highlighting the diversity of fermentation techniques and the use of local ingredients. Each culture developed its own unique alcoholic beverages, reflecting not only its history but also its environment and ingenuity. Think of the powerful spirits like vodka from Eastern Europe, with its origins dating back centuries, reflecting the region's agricultural landscape and distilling expertise, or the rich and complex wines of France and Italy, products of centuries of viticultural refinement, the fruit of painstaking labor and cultural tradition. The sheer diversity of ingredients and fermentation methods across the globe showcases the remarkable ability of humans to transform local resources into intoxicating delights. Each beverage has its own story to tell, woven into the fabric of its culture. And then there's the revolutionary leap forward brought about by distillation. This is a truly fascinating development, transforming the landscape of alcoholic beverages forever. Distillation, the process of separating components of a liquid based on their boiling points, allowed for the creation of far more potent drinks spirits. It amplified the alcoholic content, creating entirely new classes of beverages and opening up a whole new chapter in the history of alcohol. The precise origins of distillation are debated, but its impact was undeniable. From the Middle East, it spread across Europe, leading to the creation of iconic spirits like whiskey, brandy, rum, and gin. Each spirit developed its own unique character, reflecting the region and ingredients used. Think of the smoky peat of Scotch whiskey, the sun-drenched sweetness of rum, the juniper berry notes of gin, the oaky complexity of brandy. These are products of location, history, and human ingenuity. The invention and spread of distillation wasn't merely a technological advance, it was a cultural revolution. The story of distillation highlights not just the technological prowess of different cultures, but also their impact on trade and global culture. The rise of these spirits had profound impacts, influencing everything from colonial expansion to social customs. But that's a story for another time. The global spread and evolution of alcoholic beverages, from the ancient brews to the modern spirits, is a testament to human ingenuity and cultural exchange, a rich and complex narrative reflecting the interconnectedness of our world. It's a journey that continues to this day, shaping our cultures and our palates. Now, let's move on to discuss the exciting era of distilled spirits, a period of innovation and global influence that changed the world of alcoholic beverages forever. We've journeyed from the accidental brews of Neolithic humans to the sophisticated winemaking of ancient civilizations. Now, prepare yourselves for a truly revolutionary leap forward. The Age of Spirits. The invention of distillation wasn't just a technological advancement, it was a cultural earthquake, reshaping societies and economies across the globe. Imagine a world suddenly flooded with potent new beverages, each with its unique story and global reach. The precise origins of distillation are shrouded in some mystery, lost in the mists of time. Some historians point towards the Middle East, others to China. But regardless of its birthplace, its impact was undeniable. The ability to concentrate the alcohol content of fermented beverages created entirely new possibilities, unleashing a wave of potent new spirits. This process wasn't just about creating stronger drinks, it unlocked a new era of trade, cultural exchange, and, inevitably, social upheaval. Let's start by exploring the rise of distilleries and their impact on global trade. The age of exploration is inextricably linked with the rise of distilled spirits. Imagine the long sea voyages, the months at sea, the need for a drink that wouldn't spoil. Rum, born from the sugarcane plantations of the Caribbean, became the fuel of empires. Its production fueled the transatlantic slave trade, a dark chapter in history that cannot be ignored when discussing the global impact of spirits. The economic power generated by rum shaped the Caribbean islands, leading to the development of complex trade networks that extended across the Atlantic. The story of rum isn't just about the drink itself. It's a story of colonialism, exploitation, and the devastating consequences of the transatlantic slave trade. The production and trade of this potent spirit intertwined with the growth of colonial empires, shaping the economic and social landscapes of the Caribbean and beyond. It was a story of immense wealth, but also one of profound suffering. But rum wasn't the only spirit to rise to prominence. Brandy, distilled from wine, became a staple in Europe. Its production intertwined with the vineyards of France and other wine-producing regions. Whiskey, born from the grains of Scotland, Ireland, and eventually America, developed its distinct regional variations: Scotch, Irish, Bourbon, each reflecting the unique terroir and distilling traditions of its birthplace. Gin, with its distinctive juniper flavor, established itself in England, becoming a national drink and even influencing political and social movements. These spirits, each with its unique character and history, became vital commodities in global trade. The production and distribution of these drinks spurred economic growth, fueled exploration, and changed the culinary landscape of nations worldwide. The distinct flavor profiles of these drinks are directly linked to local ingredients and cultural practices, making them more than just beverages, but rather cultural ambassadors. Each sip tells a story of terroir, tradition, and human ingenuity, and, as with the earlier waves of alcohol production and consumption, the rise of the spirits brought with it a new set of social and economic ramifications. The production and consumption of spirits were often intertwined with colonial expansion, fueling conflicts and shaping the course of empires. The control of distilleries and the trade routes became a source of wealth and power, leading to wars and economic rivalries. The consequences were felt disproportionately by certain regions and cultures, highlighting the complex and often uncomfortable relationship between alcohol, colonialism, and global power dynamics. Consider the impact of the whiskey trade on Scotland, or the influence of rum on the Caribbean economies. These aren't simply stories of individual beverages. They're tales of nations, of economic development, of social change, both positive and negative. The story of distilled spirits is a complex tapestry woven from threads of exploration, trade, cultural exchange, and social impact. The global impact of this technological leap extended beyond mere economic benefit and involved complex social dynamics, highlighting the deep-rooted connections between alcohol, power, and cultural exchange. The global spread of distilled spirits reshaped cultural landscapes and created new economic powerhouses while also leaving an indelible mark on world history. The Age of Spirits was a period of incredible innovation and global influence, but it was also a time of significant social and economic disruption. The story of these potent potions is far from over. Now, we'll turn our attention to a different, and equally compelling, aspect of this intoxicating history, the complex and often fraught relationship between alcohol and society, a relationship that continues to shape our world today. From the bustling taverns of ancient Rome to the speakeasies of the Roaring Twenties, alcohol has always held a complex and often contradictory position in society. It's a substance that has fueled creativity, inspired art, and brought people together, but it has also caused immense suffering, fueled violence, and devastated lives. Today, we delve into the intricate relationship between alcohol and society, exploring its impact on politics, health, and the very fabric of our cultural narratives. Let's begin with the fascinating intersection of alcohol and politics. Throughout history, governments have wrestled with how to manage this powerful substance. Taxation has always been a key tool, a source of revenue for empires and nations alike. Think of the taxes on wine in ancient Rome, or the whiskey taxes that sparked rebellion in America. These taxes weren't just about money. They were about control, about regulating a substance that held such immense power over individuals and societies. Then there's the dramatic story of prohibition. In many countries, there were periods when the production, distribution, and consumption of alcohol were outlawed entirely. The most famous example is the American Prohibition era, a period that gave rise to a flourishing black market and a culture of lawlessness, gangsters, and speakeasies. But prohibition wasn't unique to the United States. Various cultures and countries have implemented versions of alcohol bans, often with unintended and unforeseen consequences. Prohibition highlights the complicated power dynamics between governments, societies, and the deeply ingrained cultural aspects of alcohol consumption. Prohibition often backfired, leading to a rise in organized crime and a lack of regulation over what was consumed, often leading to more dangerous substitutes. The temperance movement, a social and political campaign to curb alcohol consumption, played a significant role in driving the push for prohibition. While often well-intentioned, the movement's impact was frequently complex and far-reaching, impacting various social structures and groups differently. The lasting legacy of prohibition and the temperance movement demonstrate how difficult it is to control something so deeply entwined with cultural practices and personal freedoms. Understanding these historical attempts at control provides crucial insight into current alcohol policies. The health effects of alcohol are another crucial aspect of this complex relationship. For centuries, the scientific understanding of alcohol's impact has evolved. What was once considered a medicinal tonic is now viewed as a substance with both potential benefits and significant risks. Moderate alcohol consumption has been linked to reduced risk of heart disease in some studies, while excessive drinking is undeniably linked to a vast array of health problems, including liver cirrhosis, certain cancers, and addiction. This underscores the critical importance of understanding that moderation is key to mitigating the negative impacts. The scientific understanding of alcohol's effects on the body has dramatically shifted over time, influenced by evolving research methodologies and technologies, from early understandings centered on observation and anecdotal evidence to sophisticated modern studies. Our knowledge of the complex interactions between alcohol and the human body continues to grow. The changing scientific landscape continues to inform public health initiatives and the development of better guidelines for responsible consumption. Finally, let's examine the profound influence of alcohol on art and culture. From the bacchanalian feasts of ancient Greek art to the somber reflections on addiction in modern literature, alcohol has served as both subject and muse. Think of the countless paintings depicting convivial gatherings, the countless songs celebrating the joys of drinking, the countless novels exploring the depths of addiction, and the countless films portraying alcohol's multifaceted influence on human behavior. Alcohol's presence in art is far from simply decorative. It reflects evolving societal attitudes towards drinking, often highlighting its cultural value while exposing its darker sides. The way alcohol has been depicted reflects the cultural and historical contexts, evolving and reflecting the ever-changing relationship between society and alcoholic beverages. Through art, we gain a powerful lens through which to explore the societal impacts of alcohol, from its role in social bonding to its destructive influence. It is a powerful expression of the human experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The relationship between alcohol and society is a tangled web, woven from threads of taxation, prohibition, health concerns, and artistic expression. It's a story that continues to unfold, with new chapters being written every day. But understanding the past is essential to navigating the present and shaping the future. From ancient brews to modern cocktails, alcohol has been an integral part of the human experience, shaping our cultures, our economies, and our very understanding of ourselves. And as we move forward, it's crucial to approach this complex relationship with a clear-eyed understanding of its profound impact. Now, let's look towards the future, exploring the modern world of alcoholic beverages, the latest trends, and the remarkable innovations shaping the industry in ways never before imagined. So, we've journeyed through millennia of alcoholic history, from ancient brews to the global spread of spirits. Now, let's raise a glass to the present, the vibrant and ever-evolving modern world of alcoholic beverages. This isn't just about what we drink, it's about the trends, innovations, and the ongoing conversation about responsible consumption that defines our relationship with alcohol today. First, let's delve into the exciting world of craft brewing and distilling. Gone are the days of mass-produced, homogeneous beverages. A revolution has swept across the industry, fueled by a thirst for authenticity and artisanal quality. Independent craft breweries and distilleries have sprung up worldwide, each with its own unique story, its own signature style, and its own loyal following. These aren't just businesses, they're often expressions of local culture and pride. Imagine small-batch beers brewed with locally sourced ingredients, each sip telling a tale of the surrounding landscape. Think of artisan spirits, distilled with meticulous care, showcasing the unique flavors of specific regions and reflecting the passion of the creators. This rise of the craft movement has challenged the dominance of large corporations, injecting a refreshing dose of creativity and innovation into the industry. The sheer variety is astounding, a testament to the ingenuity and passion of these independent producers. The impact of this craft revolution is significant. It's not just about taste. It's about supporting local businesses, fostering a sense of community, and encouraging a deeper appreciation for the art of brewing and distilling. This has pushed larger companies to innovate and improve their offerings, leading to a rise in the overall quality and diversity of alcoholic beverages available to consumers. The craft movement has revitalized the industry, forcing a re-evaluation of quality and authenticity, while also creating a vibrant and diverse marketplace for consumers. Now, let's shift our focus to the modern marketing and consumption of alcohol. The ways in which alcoholic beverages are marketed and consumed have changed dramatically in recent decades. Social media and digital marketing have revolutionized how brands reach their target audiences, and how those audiences interact with alcohol. We've seen a rise in sophisticated branding strategies, influencer marketing, and targeted advertising, all geared towards creating a specific experience and image. The cultural impact of alcohol marketing is profound. Beverages are often positioned not just as drinks, but as lifestyle statements, symbols of aspiration, and expressions of identity. Alcohol is frequently intertwined with social events, music, entertainment, and popular culture, creating a complex web of associations and influences. The marketing strategies used are sophisticated, creating aspirational images and linking alcohol consumption to desirable lifestyles. This can be both effective and controversial, influencing consumer preferences and perceptions. This leads us, naturally, to the crucial topic of responsible consumption. The modern world faces significant challenges related to alcohol abuse and the promotion of healthy drinking habits. Thankfully, many initiatives are working to raise awareness, promote moderation, and provide support for those struggling with alcohol addiction. We're seeing a significant increase in public health campaigns emphasizing moderation, the dangers of binge drinking, and the importance of responsible choices. Many organizations are focused on providing support and resources for individuals and communities affected by alcohol abuse. Education plays a crucial role in helping individuals understand their relationship with alcohol and make informed choices. The conversation around responsible consumption is no longer simply about abstaining. It's about fostering a culture of moderation and awareness. It's about providing resources and education so that people can make informed decisions about their own alcohol consumption. This is a global challenge, and finding a balance between enjoying alcoholic beverages and mitigating the potential harms they can cause is a work in progress. From the rise of craft breweries to the sophisticated world of alcohol marketing and the ongoing commitment to responsible consumption, the modern world of alcoholic beverages is a dynamic and complex landscape. It's a world where tradition meets innovation, where local flavors blend with global trends, and where the ongoing conversation about responsible enjoyment shapes the future of this ancient and ever-evolving industry. And as we conclude our exploration of this fascinating history, one question remains: what will the future hold for this ubiquitous, influential, and culturally significant aspect of the human experience? Let's raise a glass to that question. Now, it's time for a toast to history, a conclusion that reflects on the past, present, and the enduring legacy of alcoholic beverages. So, we've journeyed from the accidental fermentation of Neolithic times to the sophisticated craft breweries and distilleries of today. It's been a remarkable journey, hasn't it? We've witnessed the rise and fall of empires fueled by potent brews, the global spread of alcoholic traditions along ancient trade routes, and the profound impact of alcohol on society, both positive and negative. We've seen how simple ingredients, yeast, and human ingenuity have combined to create a global tapestry of flavors, traditions, and cultures, all interwoven with the story of alcohol. We started with the very beginnings, the earliest evidence of fermentation, and the surprisingly advanced brewing techniques of Mesopotamia. We then explored the sophisticated winemaking of ancient Egypt and Greece, their religious significance, and societal importance. We journeyed along the Silk Road, observing the exchange of knowledge and recipes that led to a remarkable diversity of alcoholic beverages across the globe. We then witnessed the revolutionary impact of distillation, the rise of spirits, and the role alcohol played in colonialism and global trade. We explored the complexities of alcohol's relationship with society, its taxation, prohibition, impact on health, and its profound influence on art and culture. And finally, we've looked at the modern world of craft beverages, innovative marketing, and the crucial movement towards responsible consumption. The lasting legacy of alcohol is undeniable. It has shaped civilizations, fueled economies, inspired art, and woven itself into the fabric of countless cultures. From religious rituals to social gatherings, from trade agreements to political power plays, alcohol has been a constant presence throughout human history. Its impact is multifaceted, both celebratory and cautionary. It's a story of human ingenuity, cultural exchange, and the ever-evolving relationship between humanity and intoxication. The economic power generated by alcoholic beverages has shaped nations, fueled exploration, and created complex global trade networks. Social structures have been both influenced and challenged by alcohol's presence, leading to significant societal changes and cultural shifts. But the story of alcohol is not just about the good times, it's also a story of caution. We've acknowledged the negative impacts of alcohol abuse, the devastating consequences of addiction, and the need for responsible consumption. This history serves as a constant reminder that with such a powerful substance, moderation and awareness are paramount. The ongoing struggle to balance the cultural value of alcoholic beverages with the need to mitigate its potential harms continues to shape the conversation about alcohol's role in society. So, as we raise a metaphorical glass to the end of our journey, let us reflect on this complex relationship. The story of alcoholic beverages is far from over. It is a dynamic and ever-evolving narrative, continuing to shape our cultures, our economies, and our understanding of ourselves. We encourage you to continue exploring this fascinating and often complicated topic, delving deeper into the specific histories of your favorite beverages, or perhaps discover new ones. Perhaps you'll seek out a local craft brewery, learn more about the history of a specific spirit, or explore the cultural significance of alcohol in different parts of the world. The exploration of this rich and complex history is ongoing, and we invite you to join us in raising a glass to further discovery. Cheers!